We've been going every year or sometimes twice a year.
Cruisers will always want to cruise.
Norwegian Bliss, Celebrity Millennium, Coral Princess, Ovation of the Seas. It's been over a year since any one of these ships, among many others, have actually docked here at the port of Vancouver. And there's been a lot of uncertainty about whether the pandemic has created new apprehension or greater appreciation around cruising for regular travelers. And Kaprowski, being one of them, tells us she's been on about 20.
We had a cruise booked for this January 2021 and it was canceled. So it was a disappointment, but I knew it was coming because I know the pandemic wouldn't have been over.
The demand is coming back.
Bruce Faulkner runs Lloyd's Travel in Vancouver. He says he's seen a noticeable jump in calls from travelers, particularly since news hit that vaccines had been approved and distribution was underway.
Huge pent-up demand. They've been, antsy and want to get back. They've been asking us, our agents, when. I'm comfortable that as of September 2021 that they're going to be good to go.
Now, Bruce cautions his business specializes in booking smaller, more expensive ships, but it's likely to be a welcome note of optimism for an industry crippled by COVID-19 restrictions. Just this week, Royal Caribbean announcing it sold 2 ships, including the Majesty of the Seas. Her sister ships, Sovereign and Monarch, already scrapped after the Spanish cruise line that owned them went bankrupt. Faulkner saying this is normal, but the impact of COVID is likely partly to blame.
I would probably say it's a little bit of both. They've obviously got to look at their bottom line and what it's cost them.
And also telling us she sailed aboard the Majesty when it was brand new back in the early 90s.
That was the most beautiful ship, and it's still a beautiful ship. You look at the outside of it, you think it was brand new, but it isn't.
The Port of Vancouver in a written statement saying each ship is worth roughly $3 million to the local economy, and that we are actively working together with the cruise industry, cruise lines, the cruise terminal operator, other ports, and the government to ensure strict safety protocols are in place to be sure we can be ready quickly as soon as Transport Canada permits. Meanwhile, Anne also telling us she will cruise again and does expect to see more health precautions on board. As for her canceled January vacation, we should think of it as postponed.
It's rebooked for the following year, 2022, January 2022. I hope everything will be okay by then.
In Vancouver, David Zura, City News.